My name's Pat Moore. I'm from Holderness, New Hampshire. So I ride the K2 Manifest Team 159 in the powder, and then I run the Formula bindings. I think this setup's pretty perfect. It's a good mixture of stiff and stable for riding kind of bigger backcountry stuff, but also nimble and freestyle for, events like natural selection. I would say that the reason why I like this board is it's a true camber board. It's very freestyle, it's twin shape, but it does have some nice early rise on the tip and tail. So for riding powder, whether you're hitting jumps and landing switch or just riding the resort, it's kind of an all mountain board. Really over the last 3 years, I've been working with K2 to help design new boards and kind of take their existing line and elevate it. They have an incredible team in-house and the actual team of riders. So it's been a pretty cool opportunity to work with, a brand that has such history in snowboarding that wants to continue to progress. So for outerwear, I ride all the Volcom Gore-Tex gear. I've been really lucky to get to work with Volcom over the last, 10 years now. Their Gore-Tex line is pretty incredible. It's super high-end. I run the 3L bibs, and this is their TDS jacket. I think one of the best parts about working with Volcom is their commitment to working with groups like myself and the rest of the riders on the team, but also the guides. For example, the whole guide crew from Baldface is very involved in designing their outerwear. So it's all guide-proven technology, and it's also team-tested. So when I first got on Vans, it was when they first released the Infuse boot. So for the last 7 years, I've gotten to work on that boot specifically and help kind of build it up and progress it from the very beginning to where it is now. And it's just amazing to see how well they can produce that boot and all the boots in the rest of the line. But I would say not only their snowboard boots, but their after riding boots are insane. This is a standard mid-top, and yeah, I gotta plug that one because that's my favorite. When I was younger, I really didn't ask too much of my product. When I get to work with these brands, I think now that I'm kind of at a mature spot in my career, I have a much more kind of in-depth conversation with those brands and developers and engineers to try and help make a better product. When you're up at the top of the course for this contest, or when you're out riding with all these other pro riders and the level is so high, you don't really want to be thinking about your board or your boots or your bindings or your outerwear getting wet or whatever. So the reason why I back the products that I ride so hard is that it allows me to just kind of focus on the snowboarding and not necessarily be worrying about other things. If you can kind of be focused on what you're doing snowboarding, that's a pretty amazing thing.